Today is the 19th of January 2025, so that means on paper, numerically, I am officially closer to 30 years old than I am to 25. This is the best cheesecake in Singapore, but also one of the most expensive. $16.50. The price always puts me off, but every time I take one bite, they always pull me back in. Thank you. I was not expecting this. They absolutely love me here. I feel so bad because he's trying to find a lighter for this surprise cake. Why is this the best cheesecake in Singapore? The original signature has this really distinct saltiness to it from the blue cheese, which might not be for everyone, but for those that understand, they understand. This is one of the best in Singapore. Thank you so much. Hello. So it's been a very long time since I've talked to my fellow viewers like that, one-to-one. But before I begin, look at this fresh cut. Do I not look so oppa right now? Really makes my face slim down quite a bit, eh? I got this haircut from Eugene at Hallyu Hair in Funan Mall. And I instantly went from looking like a hobo to oppa. My pronoun is now oppa, so call me Oppa Dago. There are 3 parts of my life that I distinctly want to work on this year. And the first one is going to be about the community and content that I put out. I made quite a few YouTube videos last year. I am glad that a bunch of you do enjoy them. I think I make videos with decent production quality. I would hope that the viewing experience was good. But last year, the thing that I really tried to avoid doing was to build a personal connection with whoever is watching my videos, be it loyal viewers or new viewers, because I was really cynical in the past. A lot of the interactions I feel that I had with people online seemed negative, or at least the negative ones stood out the most. And that's why I was really a bit iffy about building a community. But simply, I didn't really like people. Online people can be a bit, you know. And there are moments where the industry does wear you down a little bit. That's why from all my postings on TikTok, YouTube, I would make these very well curated and crafted videos, which did not really have much semblance of my own personal life or any stories from my life and whatnot. That was all by design. But having done 1 year of content creation, mostly in isolation, without really collaborating with other content creators and mostly filming a lot of them alone, it does get a little bit isolating. And that is something that I want to change this year. Because I was very solo focused last year and I managed to hit a lot of my solo goals. But after that, it became a like what now type situation. Because ultimately, if you don't have something bigger than yourself to work for, I feel like it's always going to feel a bit hollow when you hit them. Because now you're left with that what now situation. So that's why this year, I want to build something a little bit bigger than myself. Be more willing to put myself out there to talk to you guys and share more of my stories. Next up is going to be about fitness and this direction that I'm going. But before that, let's head to the gym and clock in a quick workout. Not gonna go too heavy because I had a dance class earlier, but I'm gonna be aiming for lower weight and higher reps, just for more endurance, so that it can help me in my running. Second set, let's go. One of my favorite workout songs of all time is this song by Daft Punk, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. To me, I think that's basically going to be the theme for this year when it comes to my fitness goals and aspirations per se. I have aspirations to become an amateur athlete. I don't really know what that entails, whether that's being a hybrid athlete or just a pure runner. I just want to be an amateur athlete of sorts, you know, like make myself feel like I've got some skin in this fitness game rather than just doing it like a filthy casual. Last year was sort of like my first foray into this whole fitness space, joining High Rocks for the first time, joining Spartan Race for the first time, doing a half marathon for the very first time. And I feel like because of all the trainings I've done last year, I've now developed a good stable fitness base to push on from, fly further in the future. Because on the real, right, my timings for all those races were absolute dog shit. I think I did like 2 hours 40 minutes for the half marathon. My Spartan race was like 3 hours, and High Rocks was what, 1 hour 40 minutes, which is below the average. So the goal this year is to become harder, better, faster and stronger. Lift heavier, run faster, run longer, dance harder. Bing bada boom, amateur athlete. And hopefully I can be sponsored by an athleisure brand. New Balance, Lululemon. I think this year I'm also going to place a higher priority on mobility, stretching, warming up and cooling down. If you really want to become an athlete, you got to start being disciplined like an athlete in terms of your nutrition, your recovery and your sleep. I will try to post more often on YouTube, but if you want more consistent and frequent content, be sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok, which is at Dargoyaki. Exciting year ahead for my fitness journey. I think I'm going to do another body transformation journey because you see this? The visual side has not been good. I'm not running faster, running longer, lifting heavier, but I have rebounded back to the same weight. Weight is not everything, guys. Focus more on the performance. Yeah. Got my Starbucks matcha latte. I'm not sure if this is a hot take, but I feel like Starbucks matcha latte is pretty good. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have a very refined palate. I think Starbucks matcha latte is not bad, eh? Last thing I want to cover in my goal setting is more on the mental side, more like mental health. I used to be a lot bigger on mental health and mindfulness in my content, and I believe that's actually how my TikTok first blew up. I was talking about mental health. It's kind of phased away a little bit. I need to be in a mood to make those kinds of videos, and now honestly I've been in a very good place for the past 1.5 years. Never really felt a need to talk about it. Some things that I have been doing that have been amazing for my mental health. First off, it's journaling. This is already my second journal. First time I really started journaling was last year, and this is the one for 2025. People always think that to journal, you need to always think about something to write down. You need to have a goal in mind or whatnot. But what I do when it comes to journaling is that I just start writing without really thinking of what I'm writing. And I feel like that's the way journaling should be, because it kind of serves as a way to put your immediate thoughts down without any rationale or logical thinking to impede what you're trying to say. And it's a really great mental palate cleanser before you go to sleep. So if you have any thoughts on your mind which might keep you up at night, just write it down, and it feels like you've put it out somewhere and let it go. It gives you a lot more clarity and makes you calmer at night, I feel. Just butting in real quick, I want to share that I've been into journaling quite a bit. Because of that, I've made a mistake. I found something new to spend my money on. I've already got cameras in photography, I've already got gaming, and now I also have stationaries and notebooks. Look at this bespoke pen that I got from Taiwan. It even has my initials on it, and look at all these notebooks I have right now. Recently got this sandwich notebook, probably going to serve as my Japanese learning notebook. Also bought this special edition Moleskine notebook in collaboration with Singapore Airlines. And just way too many pens, man. Japanese pens are so damn good. I really can't go back to those $1 ballpoint pens anymore. Look at this beautiful thing. It has my Chinese name written on it. So if you see me shilling a bit more this year, you know why. Secondly, running has also been very good for my mental health. They are not lying when they say that running is therapy, because it's literally mindfulness practice. You literally have to be in the moment because you're focusing on your breathing, you're focusing on your stride. You can't not be present. So for this year mentally, I am gonna try and journal at least 5 to 6 times a week. And I'm also making it a point to use less of my phone. My screen time has been way too high over the past few years. And I do think reading negative shit online, especially on Twitter, makes you very cynical and it gets to you. And to do that, I want to start reading a little bit more. This is my current read, I, Robot, Peter Crouch's autobiography. Big fan of his podcast, Passing the Pod, that Peter Crouch podcast. He's a former player of the football team that I support, Liverpool. But yeah, just gonna get some work done in this Starbucks. Enjoy the rest of my birthday with this matcha latte. Gonna try and foster a small little community to whichever loyal viewer is watching me. And if you want to see more videos, really check out my Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna try and loosen and have a little bit more fun instead of just treating it like work all the time. But if you want to see what the most expensive gym membership is like in Singapore, please click here. I still gotta hit the reservist tomorrow. My birthday is literally in the middle of reservist, and it's gonna be during reservist next year.